9 hours. A spirit critter. Spirit critters aren't affected by killing humans. A lot of spirit critters are really into killing humans. Hey, what would you say your biggest accomplishment is? What field? I'm one of those rare sorts of people that has say multi. I'm a polymath. I'm a polymath.
I'm a polymath.
And Kip Davis rules.
Hey, how's it going? Where's the weasel?
Sorry.
What? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
I friggin' sorry. I'm having a battle with a YouTube window.
Those are the battles that you should not struggle too much with. Hey everyone, welcome. It's Saturday night. I've got my glasses on still. It's I am here with my co-hosts. Oh, this way. Dr. Tapioca Weasel and Nitty. Nitty's down there. I found, by the way, guys, I found the applause button. So there we go. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm a little under the weather tonight. I'm sniffly and I've been sneezing a lot. So I may have to mute every now and then tonight. But I'm excited because I really like Saturday nights. Saturday nights are fun. They're yeah. So, and there's a bunch of people here. Bitcores is here. Arrow Dodger is here. Lil is here. I think this was earlier, but I think she's here now. So, the weirdo CKA Evan was early. Miranda Rensberger is here. The Humanity Live is here. Good to see you, Tommy, and or Matt. I don't know who. It's one of those guys or all of them. It's treats for tagging. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess I could give them to him now. Do you give your cats treats, Nitty?
Yeah, I do.
So nice. Do you give them catnip?
Yes.
It's like it is. It's terrible. It's like narcotics for cats. It's great. Better Than Ember is here. Good to see Ember. Holly's here. The Real Melly's here. Triceratops is here. Cuneiform Guy is here. Al. Oh my God. Al is here. Is Al? Is he? I mean, I don't feel like you're here very often, Al. I always feel like you're sleeping at this time of night.
He's actually normally here for like a bit and then sleeping.
Nice.
But
nice.
he like shows up at the beginning. Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Ashley loves blowhage is here. Hi. And a whole bunch. Oh, look, John is here. Noise ending is here. Noise ending, I believe this is right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe noise ending is in my Hebrew class. So I could be wrong. I don't. Oh, look. Thank you, Dr. Tapioca Weasels, for ensuring that people can use the fancy emojis that I've provided for them. We'll get some more soon, I promise. Kinetic 44 is here. Oh, yeah. What was that?
$8 memberships, man.
I know. It is honestly, this whole channel, the support for this channel is all about just the love of the work and nothing else. It really is. And I deeply appreciate that. Tad is mad has chimed in with a super chat here. Who is this nerd? Bring back CJ Cornthwaite. CJ Cornthwaite was on my channel yesterday, and it was pretty great. So for the first time ever watching my channel, Tad was not mad. But thank you for the super
I mean, it says right there that Tad is mad though.
well, but yesterday he was not mad. He was.
Was his name Tad is not mad?
I'm 100% sure it was. It
That's amazing.
absolutely was. All right. So if you're new here, welcome to our Saturday night show where we watch bad YouTube content about the Bible. And I will be drinking this last can I have of Granville Island Lionsgate Winter Ale, which I quite like. And Tap will probably be. Are you high yet, or are you will be?
I mean,
by
you know,
by the end of the stream.
a little bit of
So-
column A, a little bit of column B.
All right. So and Nitty is probably not drinking because he usually doesn't.
No, I usually don't.
He was showing us though, chat his amazing
What, Ernie?
Christmas present, bleach,
Yeah,
which
I
is
could
on the
do that.
menu.
Hold on. I can
Yeah.
put that back up. Give me a second.
I normally don't say it out loud.
Oh,
It's a
are
lot
we,
easier for the algorithm to come after you. If you
that
say it
true?
out loud, you just
Really?
I just pull it up.
Do you have
Only-
experience with that?
Only if it's in relation to getting rid of a certain virus.
We recommend it for getting rid of nothing. Just if you have lost the will to live, I suppose
I mean,
that's one way to.
stains. It helps get rid of stains.
No, call a
I used to do
professional
that.
first.
That's true for the stains.
No, the will.
For the will to live.
Jesus.
I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. Like Tad
Not as bad as me.
says, he can be mad and glad at the same time, sir.
Oh,
okay.
multiple personalities. Okay.
That's what I'm
I get
hearing.
it. Yeah.
So,
Fair.
right.
Why isn't one of them
Lil has sent in a super chat. Dr. Kip, the dog, would like to give an honorary PH dog to Dr. Dagan. Oh, very nice. From the Kip Academy. Guys, have you seen this? Do you know about the oh, well, I need to pull that up, and I'm going to show that in a minute. Let me
I
get
should-
that ready while Tap
I can also do that.
shows us what's on deck for tonight, what we're looking at. I will start a poll right after we look at the video offerings. Oh, here we go. I have to actually add that to the stage. Okay. So Tap, if you can walk us through videos number 1 through 3, and you audience, you decide what you want to watch tonight, and that's what we're doing. All right.
Okay, so the first video is why did Jesus live only 33 years? The shocking truth hidden in the Bible. I don't know what they're talking about. The reason he only lived 33 years is because he got crucified at age 33. It's not complicated. Sorry.
It's not.
The channel is God's Living Voice, and they have almost 40K subscribers, and this video from 5 months ago has over 600,000 views. So they're doing pretty well with this video.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
wild.
probably because of this handsome gentleman, right? I mean, it basically looks like me, right?
Oh,
No?
absolutely. Yeah, totally. Spitting image.
Yeah. All right. So that's video number 1. Video number 2 is the abyss. No, it is what really happens after you die, according to the Bible. The afterlife explained. And this is from our friends over at Bible Animations with their 555,000 subscribers.
555 is almost like 666, except 111 different. Right? Yeah.
Yo, okay, chat. That is probably the most incredible math that I've ever seen Kip do live. So
I did math in the
wanna follow
book,
it.
and I wrote a book, and there's math in it, and it's there's math in the book.
You capitalist.
All right.
And so this video has 800,000 views. Also doing pretty well there. Video number 3, The Tower of Babel and the Origin of Languages. I'm voting for this one. Okay, I'm putting
You
scale
can't privilege
thumbstick.
the votes.
I
Tap.
just did
You
it.
can't do that. That is against the. It's totally.
Yeah, but
that
I
is
did it though.
kosher.
Now what?
God
Anyway,
damn. Don't listen to him, chat. Strike it from the record. I object. He's in contempt. I've watched some legal shows.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's how
I
this
guess.
works, right?
Yeah, no. I'm
Okay,
gonna have to.
so-
I am in contempt. Anyway, the Bible map. They only have 15,000 subscribers, and this video from 8 days ago has 70,000 views. Honestly, that ratio is the most impressive I think we've seen so far. So, yeah, and they have this nice, tasteful, intro show. Anyway, the last video number 4.
Oh, there's only 3.
Oh,
We
never
only
mind.
have 3. So it's just 3, and I have started the poll. And cast your votes, everyone, for either video number 1, Jesus was only 33. What? Video number 2, The Hitchhiker's Guide to Death, or video number 3, The Factual Origins of Language. And I'm also starting a super chat goal here. We're going to I can if you guys are really, really good tonight, we can have an extra treat and watch Dr. Josh's newest rendition of his. He did a nice live rendition of his Kent Hovind rap on my channel this week.
He should get a
So if you
record
want to
deal.
see that, then why won't it? It's there we go. It's doing the thing now. Okay, so nice, and let's put that one over here too. Okay, and then we're going to first of all, I'm going to show you. We'll do a couple things here while people are getting your votes in. Make sure to vote now and vote often. But for now, we're gonna look at. Oh wow, Nitty's giving us like a tour here. Oh yes, this is
that because I cut out?
Can we? I don't know. But this is the Avengers Tower made of Lego. That's super cool. Wow, look at that. I like that quite a lot. Yeah. So, but for now, there's a couple things I want to share. First of all, the Kip Academy, which just launched this last week. I believe it is run by Lil of All Trades. That's me there. Okay, I got it. So here we go. And the Kip Academy, I have just learned is, and Dagan, sorry, is very excited about the prospect of being, I think, the first recipient of a PH dog from the Kip Academy.
Meet Kip, named after a biblical scholar, holds 0 degrees, yet remains deeply authoritative. At Kip Academy, she teaches advanced disciplines like ethical trait distribution, comparative couch theology, and vigorous face licking. Questioning authority is encouraged. Not all treats are created equal. Each snack undergoes rigorous evaluation using the sniff, lick, and stare methodology. Some are rejected, some are accepted, some are declared non-canonical. Ask Kip about theology, ask Kip about life, ask Kip if you should go outside. She will not answer, but she will judge you. Kip, named for a scholar, correct about vibes.
Thank you, Lil. Guys, go and subscribe to Lil of All Trades. And Jess from How to Rule an Asteroid was actually the creative mind behind the commercial. So please go and subscribe to her as well. They make some pretty great content over there. Continue to get your votes in. I've got something else to share.
Ooh.
And now listen, I feel like I need to first maybe provide some, shall we call them disclaimers here, because I do know how some people feel about this, but I feel very compelled to share with everyone the good news that just keeps on giving.
Unless they're a person who's really into the fashion industry and is obsessed with shoes, you never see feet or shoes on a ghost.
These are the questions that
They're not the questions.
Oh no. They
What you generally see if you see a ghost in a setting like that is some guy in Western gear. Now, ironically, 90% of people who see ghosts never see shoes or feet. It's very strange. Unless they're a person who's really into the fashion industry and is obsessed with shoes, you never see feet or shoes on a ghost. Okay, so it's like 90% of people never see shoes or feet on a ghost.
Okay, this guy is not in touch with the ghost kink community.
Are you in touch with the ghost kink community?
Don't ask questions I'm not allowed to answer.
All right, but this is certainly something that I feel like requires more exploration. Just if you're not aware, and it's been an interesting week. Last weekend, Thomas Westbrook, otherwise known as Holy Kool-Aid, released a couple of videos about the famous, now disgraced Egyptologist that are really phenomenal, that people should check out. But honestly, if you don't know, I'm a regular viewer of the Egyptologist because I'm very interested in learning about Egypt. I'm just kidding. That's not why at all. It's seriously, it's because it is batshit crazy 100% of the time. I particularly love batshit crazy. I love the absurd. That's what this show is about, right? This show is about the absurd. So honestly, when I find something, particularly absurd, it feels like I have an obligation to share. So with that in view, I think that we need to learn. There's some important things that we can learn about the spirit world, maybe from the Egyptologist.
Okay.
I think.
Do modern nations have angelic princes? Yes. Yes, they do.
Yes,
They're
do.
called in scripture exousia, or powers.
Mhm.
You've got, like, for example, in the book of Ephesians, there's this sort of
60.
ranking: spirits of iniquity, then cosmocrators, then exousia, and then arches. Arches are on the top. Okay, the exousia are the second from the top. These are your basically evil spirits that control nations. They control governments, and they do it using subtle influence. They don't like possess rulers directly.
Sorry, what's that? What's that, Vandy?
Is he right so far?
I mean, he got the words right.
Has he already made like horrific gross error? Because I don't know this subject, right?
So okay, here's how this works. There's
a phase where he's right, and then it all goes off the rails.
There's a passage in the book of Ephesians, in the letter that the Apostle Paul wrote to the Ephesians. He said this: our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against archos, against exousias, against cosmokratoros, and against skautos total. Prosta pneumatica tes portanes. So he's got the words right, but what are the arches? What are the exousia, the powers? What are the cosmokratoros, otherwise translated as the cosmic or worldly powers? What are the spiritual forces? These are just words, right? That Paul wrote. People.
Actually, isn't that debatable? Isn't Ephesians one of the contestants?
Oh wait, I did say Ephesians. I said that was right. No, you're correct. This is a disputed epistle. Thanks, Nitty. My bad.
Isn't that also in some kind of that part of the text be in some kind of relationship to some of the first century apocalyptic cosmologies that they have around?
Could be. But
right?
We don't, yeah.
Which is weird, which in itself is weird, because Christians don't usually think of everything. Well, actually, I should rethink that. Charismatic ones do, right? Because there's a demon in everything, right? There's demons in every tier of the echelons of society. So, whatever.
Well,
moving on.
But listen, the Egyptologist is not like all Christians, though. He really, really isn't.
Yeah.
But he's got some ideas about how this works. Okay, listen carefully.
What they do is they say, "Oh, this is a good idea," in their minds, and let them run with it.
Yes, these are the exousias.
To a greater or lesser extent. They're all named. Spirit beings have names. We have names. So
I think that tracks, doesn't it? We have names.
Have a name.
And so spirit beings have names.
Well, it wouldn't. This is not where it goes off the rails. It either
really
did that
isn't.
earlier or later, or
no. It's coming. So
they do have names. They don't necessarily. They only control countries to greater or lesser extents,
as one does.
Or they try.
Yeah,
they really try. Like for example, the cosmocrators. Now let's talk about cosmocrators.
Let's talk about cosmocrators.
Are one step down from the exousia, from the powers. The cosmocrators are in charge of things like religious movements, political movements, social movements.
Oh, any idea where he's going with this?
No. Don't you do it.
There's a lot of places he can
go with this. Is he trying to give his audience another reason to be afraid of brown people?
He might be. I don't know.
Okay. That's what cosmocrators do. They do the stuff that sort of influences large groups of people. If you've got, say, a certain, say, political or social movement happening, that will be cosmocraters. No, cosmocraters. Cosmocrator. These are translated in your text as world powers.
World powers.
Okay. World rulers sometimes, but yeah. Cosmocrators are essentially, they're the ones that sort of run things like organizations, like the woke movement
no,
would
not
have been
organizations.
run by a cosmocrator. But when you get to governments.
So wait a minute. Now I have a question at this point. Because like
just one?
What's that? I have a
one?
few. Do you have some questions?
What is he talking about?
I'd like to know who he thinks the person or cosmological entities behind the woke movement of themselves were.
Here's the thing that's kind of wild. Our friend and our friend Maya Atkinson, otherwise known as the Queen of the Goddesses.
Oh, yes.
Has also been identified as the leader of the woke mob.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what?
Could she be a cosmocrator?
I don't know. Like,
if it would trigger Falk, then yes.
I feel like a lot does, though.
It does.
Oh my god.
He's got a few more things to say though.
Shameless
what was
pandering to conspiracist,
right? Yes.
Conservative, demonizing, dehumanizing people, right? And look, can you make me big for a second?
Sure.
Look, David, you're never gonna watch this, but here's what's important. By making an inference that people of ideological movements are of the devil, you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing to stabilize the peacefulness and civility of society whatsoever. Christians are called to live at peace with people. I don't know if you know this. And one of the ways you can do that is by not calling people demonic or devils or possessed just by some of their ideological commitments or positions, which they may or may not hold to degree, whatever. You know what? Fuck it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. And don't say, oh, everyone needs to calm it down, David. No, you can't say that because you're the one saying that people are demons and devils.
Yeah. He kind of is, isn't he? Yeah. It's good advice, Nitty. It's very good advice. So he is going to move on from the cosmocrators to some of the other bigger shots.
That's the next step up the totem pole. That's when the powers or exousia, they're in charge of that.
The big guys in charge.
So the prince of the kingdom of Persia would have been an exousia.
Do you know this text, Vandy? There's a text.
The Prince of Persia. My brother got the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. I think for GameCube. Is that
for the GameCube?
What we're talking about?
I liked.
It might have been for PlayStation.
Daniel talks
it's
about
a video. So it's a video game. It's a franchise of video. And other media.
Among the many things the prophet Daniel prophesied about, the Prince of Persia video game, I guess was one of them, because he talks about there being this cosmic power in charge of Persia that was resisted by Michael, the one of the warriors in the army of Yahweh. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Almost as tall as you two, I think.
Almost.
Or power. And yes, they are still around.
They're still around, guys.
They still exist.
Still.
And they're still doing doing nasty things.
Yeah, they
How
are.
does one defeat or conquer them? You can't.
Uh-oh.
You can't you
Damn.
can't really defeat a cosmic creator or a exousia or an arche. They're sort of
I
beyond.
think that's true.
I mean, certainly not with
I-
that attitude.
I'm willing to bet that Maya is undefeatable. I'm convinced, certainly.
Oh,
Um,
I've always been convinced.
We're doing so much winning.
Yeah.
on touch, as it were. Here's the thing: you can kill the movements that they start or destroy the nations that they run,
mhm.
but then they just move on to the next one. They kind of know how to stay out of touch. They do have other spirits doing their dirty work for them.
Mm.
Pray for the people of Iran, by the way. They're trying to get rid of one of their exousia right now. They've been under the thumb of an exousia for 40-ish years, and yeah,
And
I mean, that's
whose
kind of
fault
wild.
is that, David?
That's
You
true.
fucking moron.
I'm very it's very what's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid.
Probably maybe the word is yes, it's stupid, and it's disappointing that he seems to think the Shah was just okay, right? He was fine. Not like the reigning exousia.
Hold on.
I
Are
guess.
you I feel okay. As a US citizen, I feel like
Mhm.
I have to take umbrage against your implication that the actions of the United States, particularly the Central Intelligence Agency, were not completely blameless and totally morally upright that entire era. Wait. Fuck.
I'm gonna press play.
they want out. So here's one of the things about Michael we have to understand too. He's not really called an archangel. We call him an archangel, but he's not really called an archangel.
That's actually
He's called a high prince.
Yes.
He's called a high or chief prince, Tsar. They're different.
Mm.
Okay.
Then what?
Think of the princes of heaven, of the heavenly host, as more of military officers.
Mm.
They're the Navy SEALs and the Chads of God's army.
Michael is the Chad of God's army.
Yeah. I do what I can.
Like,
Is
I
your
don't
brain
even know.
broken yet, Nitty?
So when I was like a very zealous Christian, it is so simple. I don't know how believers do it now. To apply the same skepticism, frustration, and outrage to all governments equally, for their unrighteous activity, right? It like, if you're something is happening, or certain Christians exist in a world where they're not doing that. They're not taught to do it, maybe? Let's be as charitable as possible. They're not taught to see the rest of the world with the same criticism and vigilance for the demonic as they are to certain parts of the world, right? So it's always the other governments that have the demons. It's always the other movements, the other organizations that have the demons and the problems. But the ones I support, the ones I am socially cohesive with, those are always fine, right?
Always
and
good,
no,
yeah.
like, when maybe it's probably the non-denominational people who can be like, well, the reason I don't have this particular affiliation is because even the church can be corrupt, right? Even the polity can, like, really screw things up, right? Which is very observable right? And so it was very easy for me to say, hey, look, like our government's doing some pretty shit, man. Like, maybe there's a demon there protecting certain people that maybe we shouldn't do that. Um, I
Yeah.
just, so to be able to just always be looking out and say the demons are here, the demons are over there, demons are over here, and not say, well, maybe there's some demons over here that we should be concerned about.
Maybe.
It
Yeah.
Do your
yeah.
compasses
And
work?
the way he's communicating to his audience is actually more of the problem. We're watching more of the problem here, right? Where it's continuing their eyes to look outward and blame everyone else and everything else for problems, when it's the institutions that they probably currently support that are, I would argue, worse
I
than the
would
things that
I
they're
would
trying to
agree.
point their fingers at now. But
Yeah. No, I
anyway,
think importantly, as pointed out by Hey Eddie,
right.
none of this shit is in the Bible. Most of
Nope.
it is completely made up or full blown out of context. But honestly, you haven't. We're going to get here to some, the really made up bullshit here.
Chad, angels versus
just-
beta demons. Yep. Well, demons are bums.
all of them.
Sorry.
All those
They're
demons are bums. So yeah.
That's a complicated question.
When were
Angels
the
are
angels
messengers.
created?
They're God's messenger boys. Okay? So, which one's
Okay,
which?
this
When
is
a
all
mommy
a
angel
very
and a daddy angel
apocryphal
love each other
account.
very, very much.
This is a very like apocryphal account of just how the world works in general, right? And it's very
and this is
charismatic even, which I did not picture Falk as being very sympathetic to.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like,
And
does
it's a
off stream like shabba
I have no idea. But
Yeah,
I
sorry,
think
I don't.
I think well, and I've watched enough of David Falk to see when this guy is just making shit up on the fly. As it's, and you can see it. It just literally, it's coming to him. So watch.
You know who he reminds me
That's
of?
what's happening here. Who's that?
Ken Wheeler.
Mm.
But the thing is,
Yeah, not as
Ken
polished though.
no, not as
By
polished.
far,
And
no.
Ken Wheeler stays out of this territory and stays in like the weird, random, shitty physics
Yeah.
territory. Because like Ken Wheeler, his profession, I guess, is as a translator of certain ancient languages. Weirdly,
Sure.
like but he doesn't bring that up that much in his what's the technical term? Rantings and ravings. Right?
Should we get David a bubbly fish tank, some like LEDs, and like a plant, and then like some goth gear so he could like join Morgue Official?
I don't know. Yeah. I have a feeling that they may not hit it off. Just
no, there's not like, okay, see, there's only so much conservation of
but if he's just gonna make
is
stuff
like
up,
one of the laws that you can apply
fair.
to these
That's
people.
true. Yeah, that's true.
you detract the,
Okay, but you need to watch. We
the
got to watch
aesthetics.
the stream of consciousness now here.
Okay.
As
be
this
fun.
comes into being.
We should probably ask, when were spirit critters created?
We should ask.
That's actually a clearer question.
Much clearer.
The very first spirit critters created
No, don't do it.
were the chaos monsters.
Yeah,
the
there we go.
chaos
That's a good
monsters
answer.
are the very first spirit
first.
critters created,
Mm-hmm.
and they're created at the same time as the material universe. So whenever you date the material universe, that's your first
Up to
spirit
you.
critters.
Demons of the
They're
caps.
Those are your chaos monsters. Okay,
Yes.
Chaos
man,
monsters,
they are
yeah.
old as heck. Oh yeah, the next oldest are the
What was that?
Good pause.
It is a good pause.
I mean, but this is this is
But you see that though,
archons of
right?
the gaps. So
It's
it's
just,
kind of like, I mean, that this is employing the same kind of logic that Christians need in order to have the Satan of Revelation in Genesis, right?
yeah, it's true. All right, so we've got the
Wow.
the chaos monsters on the first level. Okay,
The primordial deities.
then the
Once
primordial
God
deities.
vanquishes the chaos monsters, some he dispatches, some he pacifies, but there's now gaps. So now God creates
Mhm.
primordial gods or primordial deities.
For reasons, right? For reasons, he created the chaos monsters.
Wait, isn't he Christian?
And had
He's not
to-
Christian then. What?
Why not? God created everything. So he created the chaos monsters and then had to vanquish them and had to fill the gap. Okay, fine.
Fill in the gaps for the chaos
Yeah.
monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we're not even here, we're not even at the 6 days of creation yet.
Not even there yet.
We're not even there in Genesis 1. Already, there's
How
two
are we?
classes of spirit critters running around. Then there are watchers, and we don't know anything about those guys.
No.
They're next, though, in all likelihood. Watchers are next. Then, on the 4th day of creation, day 4, other spirit beings are created.
You guys read that in Genesis 1, right? The creation of other spirit creatures on day 4. I'm sure that's in there.
It's not that long. I couldn't have missed
Can
it.
we look? This is kind of like, you know how people like world leaders are like, take grandpa home right now? And maybe even some
Yes.
world leaders we don't like, right, are kind of like, take grandpa home.
Mhm.
Hey, Michael Jones, can you take David home now?
So at that point, you're probably the cherubim, seraphim, ophimim are being created at that point. Where can I read more
Oh.
about the primordial god
Guys,
deities?
this is a good question, isn't it? Where can we read more about the primordial deities?
Book of Enoch.
What do you think?
I'm just guessing.
Book of Enoch. What do you think? What do you think David thinks the best source, the best resource is for reading about the primordial deities?
Okay, this might seem a little bit defensive on my part, and I'm probably
Okay.
wrong. But if you say a fucking textbook on magnetism, I'm gonna lose my shit.
If you say
I
Anatomy of God, I'm gonna cry.
I think it's worse than all that. And you're
Okay.
both wrong. Okay.
Good.
You ready?
Thank
Here
you.
we go.
Yeah.
Oh boy, someone needs to do a monograph on this so
Yeah.
bad. Nobody has ever done a monograph on primordial deities.
But
Somebody really needs to.
Mhm.
I hate to say this, but the only place that there's any information on primordial deities is in my
Mhm.
fiction book.
This
This
fiction
is
book.
probably
That's
the
it.
best source we have right
best-
now on the primordial
Best
deities.
source we've got, guys.
So
That's it.
yeah, unfortunately, that's the best.
That's the best we've got.
I'm so glad I don't have to hit the play button because, like, self-injury isn't.
Okay. Read my novel for the best information about these totally real things.
That's, dude. This guy wants to be L. Ron Hubbard. He wants to
kind of feels
so
like
badly.
that, doesn't it? Wow. Okay.
I think
Oh.
I think there are definitely Christian AI slop videos that make a more compelling case than he just did for
Agree.
all of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like,
Yes.
I use AI at work all the time as like a
Yeah.
a productive tool that or resource to like, you know, bounce ideas off of it and like do things. I have never used motherfuckers like this.
Oh no.
If what?
You froze, Tab. Shoot.
If this show were during the day at my home,
Mhm.
everyone would have gotten a very loud earful.
But you were screaming inside, weren't you?
The internet was like, no.
You can't say it.
The internet just blipped. It does that. It
did.
does it for like
Wow.
20 seconds at a time. I'm sorry.
Wow, brutal. Wow.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
was
been happening
great.
for
It was
like a
great.
month now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, no.
Maybe-
Maya is getting progressively more upset with me, but she hasn't like quite crossed that line that fucking Vandy, what the fuck? You gotta fix your goddamn internet.
You do though. You really
Yeah.
do. So, all right. Well, let's
You know,
let's-
if I
let's-
was like a Christian Patreon subscriber and I had caught that live stream, I'd be seriously questioning who the fuck I'm listening to. Also, though, if Falk
you be
is
a
inclined
Patreon
to
subscriber?
intelligent design, that makes your designer seem really fucking stupid.
Really does.
Like,
yeah.
well, I just created these chaos gods and these are a little fucked. I gotta try again. Didn't want those.
After
Now
vanquishing
I've got
all of
some
them, gotta
gaps.
do it again. Yes. Yeah. For reasons, right? You got to have them around for.
Perfect. It was perfect to create this thing that I definitely had to destroy, but will also intervene in creation in ways I don't want it to at all. Let's not go to.
Yeah. So I got a couple
Counter-apologetic at
super
the
chats, and then let's call the poll, shall we? And watch another video. So Tad is mad. Is I think maybe voting for the Jesus video. We love white Jesus around here, don't we, folks? Seems to be the only kind we ever get on the
Yeah.
videos. Thank you, Tad. Weird CK Evan loves budgie scriptures. That's why we're here. And Tad, I guess when you were giving the tour of your Lego collection there,
Yeah, I know.
he said, Nadi's camera is giving me nausea, but I will persevere. This super chat is explicitly for Captain Slavery's rap. So just right, there is a new live rendition of the Ken Hovind rap that I will play if we hit the super chat goal. Thanks, Tad. And another one. When I think of Chads, the first thing I think of is this fucking guy. That's it, right? That is on point.
Yeah, okay, I gotta say it's not it for me. When I think of Chads, I think of that one like dude that looks like a CGI, you know, with the tasteful like model. Hold on,
Well,
let me just
one thing David Falk definitely does not look like is CGI. So
When I hear Chads, I think of a very civil ending to an election. Because I am older than I look.
right. Oh, and Vandy, this one's for you. Fix your goddamn internet, weasels. From Miranda.
No. Okay, so
Now
when
Chad
I
can
think
wonder.
when I think of Chad, maybe I'm the only one, but I always think of this. I'm
here we
sharing
go.
an image.
Thank you. There we go.
That guy.
Yeah. But I mean, doesn't that just look like the angel, the archangel Michael? The. By the way, within Jewish tradition, Michael is the warrior
Best
of
name
Israel,
ever.
the national protector of the nation of Israel. That's his actual job. So, okay, so we find out what we're watching.
Yes.
Calling
and
the
then
poll.
wrap.
All right, so we're ending that one. And oh shit, what did I do? There we go. And oh, look, once again, I think everybody in the vertical and the horizontal stream picked the same winner, which makes my job much easier with
Maybe someone
79
watching on
votes,
both.
you guys. Wow. Thanks for
10 too many.
Thanks for voting. We've got and this will make you happy, weasels. We are watching the totally 100% true facts about the origins of language.
Oh, look at my thumb is so strong. Oh, those scales stood no chance. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Is it there? Okay.
It's here.
Do it.
All right.
We're starting where every language. I'm not a linguist. I know a few. Somebody
I only know one.
tap the dinosaur on the shoulder. Go poke him and let him know that he should probably get his ass in here. So yeah. Oh, maybe I'll just, I'll just do that. I'm just gonna send him a link here.
Just do it.
Just doing it. So
Wait, are we gonna do the wrap?
Oh no, that's if we hit the super chat.
Oh, the
That's at the
goal.
end.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
I was in outer space.
We are separated by continents, cultures, and over 7,000 languages. We try to understand each other, but an invisible wall always stands in the way. But what if your language, and even your genetic code, tells a forgotten story? All roads lead back to one point, the place where the whole world spoke with.
This is where it all started.
Right there.
Right there. All the languages.
Is that Kuwait or Iraq?
That's Iraq, I believe.
It's Djibouti.
One voice. That point is Babel. After the Great Flood, humanity
is or was, right? Because Babel doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I guess not. We have there have been extensive excavations.
I think you could use that interchangeably.
Which is Babel, according to the biblical text. That's what they call it, right? Sorry, I got to sneeze. Here.
All right. I mean, he's making us miss out on all that awesome sneeze action ASMR chat.
It went away. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes I think,
yeah,
now it's gonna.
I hate it when you have a sneeze that
man,
suicides
it's
in
like-
your nose, and it gives you
I have
the feeling that you sneezed, but you didn't.
Oh yeah,
that's the worst.
But
Suicide
seriously, you
sneeze.
don't want that. I have the world's most disruptive sneezes.
eastward to the plains of Shinar.
The plains of Shinar.
Holy Shinar.
Yeah, hold on. Look at these. This is a asymmetrical quadrilateral. That's not a square. Do you know what a square is?
That is not a square.
I think.
Thank you.
Aren't we looking at it like this?
That's one of those those cloth
A rhombus.
organizational cubes.
That's not a rhombus either. This is an
You know,
asymmetrical.
like in your
it's
IKEA shelves, where you get the little
Yeah.
organizer bucket thing. It looks like that when it's put on my floor after my kids have been playing with it, and the cat is in it.
Yeah, no, that's valid. A rhombus
What is a rhombus?
quadrilateral with 4 equal sides. Okay, this does not have 4 equal sides. This is clearly the shortest side.
Aren't we looking on it on an angle? Like I feel like we're over
A
here.
little bit, but not that much. This is
Dude.
taken from.
I don't know.
Look, you can see the
If that's a
scene
square to
where
you, we're cutting you
two
off.
satellites or high like aerial photograph images have been taken and stitched together right here. That's that seam. So no, we're not looking at it at like a particularly strong angle. This is from mostly vertical, and it wouldn't look like that. It would look like a rhombus. It would look like something with 4 equal sides.
So what is a rhombus?
It's a diamond with 4 equal sides.
Well,
but
isn't-
it
Yeah, but this
doesn't have 4 equal sides. This
Stop
side
debating
is
shape.
I think it
But
might.
Eridu,
I think.
the oldest city,
Oh,
they
God.
forged a new technology.
Okay. No. This is what they have to do, right? Eridu is the oldest city in the the Euphrates basin here, which is close to Babylon, like within 15, 20 kilometers of Babylon. So that's
it's closer
close.
than us.
It's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
So maybe,
Yeah, no, that's
when
pretty
when
close.
the
Zoning
Bible
was
says,
different then. So
that's it. The zoning was
You
different.
can walk it in a day. Yeah, you could walk that in a day. It'd be a long day, but
I actually
Right.
do. I was just checking to see if Taft knew what a rhombus was. In my head, I had it right. So I'm
that's fair. That's fair. You're challenging me.
oh, wow.
Make sure that you don't have a fake physicist on here. I appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
Not stone, but baked brick. Not mud, but tar. And here, they decided to build
what?
a tower to the heaven.
Can you back that up a little bit, because I want to look at that. Come, let us
Yeah.
make bricks and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. What did he say?
far.
Tar. And here, they
Yeah,
baked
okay.
brick.
All right.
Not mud, but tar.
Not mud, but tar. Not stone,
Oh,
but
I
baked
see. Yeah.
brick is what he
There
said.
we go.
And
Got it. Yes.
the image on the screen is
Uh.
presumably intended to be evocative because these kind of look like bricks.
Yes.
I don't think any of this looks like there's any bitumen or tar for mortar. So also, turns out quadrilaterals show up in nature sometimes. Okay, there's not that many.
Sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know why they've settled on Eridu though? Can you guess why they've decided this is Babylon?
Is
It's
there a
because
spiral shaped like little building thing?
No, that's not it.
Okay.
It's because we know without a shadow of a doubt for a fact that Eridu is much, much, much older than Babylon. So
Babylon's pretty old, right?
yeah, but Eridu
Is it older than
actually
Jericho?
goes back to I know it goes. I know both go back to the 3rd millennium
Because
BC.
like when I've
habitable-
Googled like what's the oldest city or
Jericho, usually,
whatever,
yeah. Yeah.
Jericho like normally is the sort of top line result that I see, and I'm like that's fair because
And here,
Well, you know
they
what's funny
decided
though? If that picture, for argument's sake, right, is accurate, right? You could be like, well, creationist, all of that material is at a high layer on the Earth's surface, so we actually don't know how old that is. Can you please explain to me how we know it's as old as you need it to be Babel? And if all of a sudden they go, well, scientists have dated the site to the years that we need. Oh, really? What methods do you think they're using to date that site to come to that conclusion? The ones you might reject that come to conclusions you don't like?
well, yeah, but the thing is, when a fact is in their favor, then it's true,
Right.
and when it's not, then it's a bunch of like, heathen lies.
Demon scientists.
It's true.
The,
yes.
The archons are in the sciences.
The exousia are
Right.
yeah. So maybe got a couple more super chats here
wokeism.
before we continue. Brandon Runyon. I was in Acadian class with Brandon Runyon last year. For $5 says that David Falk could make it on Ancient Aliens.
That's what I'm trying to do with just like the hair.
But you need to the crazy bullshit though. Where is your crazy bullshit?
I feel like I do all right. Come on.
Physicist, you should. I mean, it should be where. Like, don't you have like astrophysical crazy bullshit things that you could be doing with your life?
The fuck do you think I'm doing right now? You spent your entire life studying something so ominously named as the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, clearly. I feel attacked. And I'm not an astrophysicist. God damn it, why are you late?
We don't talk about what I do.
To build
something useful to society, unlike us.
All right.
a tower to the heaven.
Hold on. I got another one here from the Real Mally for $5 says that the weasel is a polymath. He is a magnetologist.
I'm an anti-magnetologist.
And a geometrist. A geometrist.
I'll take that. I wish I could be a geometrist. I'm not an astrophysicist either, but it's better than the first one.
Geometrist.
I'm an atomic physicist. I have a PhD. My advisor.
I'm pretty sure, isn't it? It feels. I don't know. It's very, very similar in my brain.
Okay,
that clip gets added to the reel.
You are a New Testament scholar, then.
God.
No, we'll just say Bible.
Yeah. Sorry, Bart. Listen, what do you want me to say?
Look at that!
I love your blog. I've been a member of your blog for years, Bart.
We have no evidence it was that big.
Hold on, guys. We have a guest.
I was gonna say. I was like, I thought you were playing video games.
I'm not. This is the
not you, him.
The fake linguist. No, what did you say? The non-linguist himself.
That's
Dinosaur.
me. I am in fact not a linguist, so I can't stay for terribly long. But apparently, I'm hearing that there's some kind of need for linguistics.
Well, this is a video.
I'm unqualified.
Did all languages come from Babel?
No.
That's the question.
Okay, you're gonna have to defend that vigorously as we,
because they've got a picture of a big ass ziggurat on the screen right now.
They do. The fun thing about that ziggurat is that it's not real.
Nor is it structurally stable. Like this is.
It sure doesn't look.
You can even tell the AI did some bent pyramid-like stuff at the top here. Okay, just like the bent pyramid, it's bent because they were like, "Ah, shit, this isn't gonna fucking work." Same thing. AI was like, "Nah, that's not gonna work."
So,
Dapper. Hebrew is the oldest language.
It's not. Nope.
Oh God, can't trust dinosaurs for shit.
In one way of thinking, all languages are the oldest languages, and in another way, no languages. Right? It's because the thing is, every language can trace itself back to ancestor languages that go back to as far as we can reconstruct languages, and we have every reason to think they go back farther than that.
Farther than that, yes.
Yeah. So a big way we can tell that all languages did not come from Babel is that we have the ability to both look at languages that come from before the time frame of the setting, as well as to reconstruct ancestral languages or proto-languages from way farther back than that, which they would have to be way farther back than that in order to be the ancestors of the languages that already go back farther into the past than the Babel timeline would realistically allow for, right? Because Babel is supposed to be set in Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
So we have an earliest date for Mesopotamian civilization. But by that point, not only have East and West Semitic languages already diverged from other Afro-Asiatic languages, which have already themselves grown into several groups, which today include the now largely extinct Coptic, but also Hausa, Berber, and a few others that are still around. So that whole language family has already gotten a chance to split up into numerous subfamilies. The Semitic languages have already split up, not just into East and West Semitic, but into subcategories within both East and West Semitic. So we have
You're saying
several
this happened
generations.
before Mesopotamian civilization. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. By
Well,
the time
listen,
Mesopotamian civilization comes around, the Semitic languages
Dapper,
are already diverged.
it feels like you just haven't even read the Bible. It just kind of feels like that.
Well, it might feel like that. I have, in fact, read the Bible. And that's why I can tell you what the approximate setting is for the Tower of Babel story.
Okay. Well, I feel like we should maybe hear the video out. Good to see you, by the way, Granny. But before, Ian is asking the question that we are all asking as we look at it. Where are the stairs?
I think that's that middle thing right there.
Those don't look like stairs.
I agree. Now, I can't stay too long, but I can listen to a little bit of the video
and
give a little bit more linguistics.
Let's go.
But God intervened. God confusing their language was not just a punishment, but the fulfillment of his original command to fill the earth. This turning point occurred in the days of Peleg. The descendants of Noah's three.
All right, well, this isn't linguistics, but we have another big problem here. So this idea is suggesting that the origin of the human, spread through the world, because by the time we get into, basically early century CE, humans have reached basically everywhere they're going to reach until the modern era. So that right there, that whole process is being centered in the Middle East, in Mesopotamia. But we know that that's not the case, because when a group of organisms spreads out from a particular area, that creates a series of what's called founder effects, right? And so each group that goes off in a particular direction carries with it a relatively small subset of the genetic diversity of the parent group. And so you can actually use genetic diversity to trace back ancient migrations of organisms, including humans. It's not really that hard once you can reasonably easily sequence genomes, which at this point we can. And so it turns out that, the center of genetic diversity is in Ethiopia and not in Iraq. In fact, Iraq has way less genetic diversity than Ethiopia. And other places, like, say, Europe or Japan, have even less.
Question. So I was having a conversation with a lab mate of mine, and we were talking about, he was sort of musing, like, I wonder what two people are like the most genetically distinct from each other, and like thinking if it was somebody in South America versus somebody in Australia or something like that.
No, those two people
and I was like, I'm
pretty
pretty
sure
sure
any two Africans.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's if you take any two Africans, they're gonna be like
so
more
it doesn't
distinct.
actually have to be so any two Africans on average will be more genetically dissimilar than any two non-Africans among humans. But also
my point, there's a localized area where like all humans that live outside of Africa belong to a certain like haplogroup at some level of some hierarchy somewhere.
Yeah.
And you have way more than that in Africa, because that's where the most diversity is.
The easy answer is the two most distantly genetically related humans are going to be one person who is part of the Khoisan group of peoples in Africa and any other random person. Those two are going to be the most distantly related, because the Khoisan are the most genetically divergent group of humans, which means that their genetics diverge basically the earliest compared to all other human groups. So they seem to have gone west, and virtually everyone else seems to have gone east.
I mean, what's west of Westeros?
That's a great question. The C is the answer.
Yeah.
And no one has come back from that C. So
That's true.
there you go.
It's very true. All right.
But yeah.
The
Sorry, go ahead.
descendants of Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Japheth, and Shem, began the greatest migration in history.
There they go.
His descendants moved southwest, creating the Hamitic branches
Oh, this gets racist, doesn't it?
of the Afro-Asiatic family.
Probably. Of course, one of the problems is that the Afro-Asiatic group there, one, it actually is not tightly aligned in terms of genetics. For instance, a lot of people who are from traditionally Afro-Asiatic speaking cultures have not any African, say, Y chromosome haplotype, but actually J. J is actually the haplotype that's most characteristic of people groups who have traditionally been speakers of Semitic languages. So there's already a problem here in that it doesn't actually line up very well. Plus, if we want to say that Hamitic is the descendants of the Afro-Asiatic speaking people, which is why we're connecting it to Babel, well, guess what? Semitic languages are Afro-Asiatic languages. There's a reason why, if you're familiar with, say, Hebrew or Arabic grammar, that ancient Egyptian grammar is going to be super familiar to you.
Yeah,
It's not an accident.
it's true.
So, like, none of this really works when you know even the least little bit about either the genetics or the linguistics of the people involved. In fact, I would say that the Ham-Shem distinction might be the easiest to debunk of the humans came from Noah's sons, and that's why they went to Babel, and then different family groups split into different languages. You're gonna have to either get rid of the idea that it's different family groups for different language groups, which is going to be hard to do given how closely tied, in many cases, genetics are to which languages people typically speak, because, you know, people tend to have been isolated in the past.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have to get rid of the idea that it was like, that you can identify modern descendants from these people, or like, you're going to have to change something about it. And the problem is, I don't know what you could change in a way that would allow you to easily, like, say that, yeah, this is a model that actually is reflective of reality, but also is like tied to a relatively literalist reading of the Bible. I don't think you can.
Press play.
Family. This includes Cushitic, Egyptian, Berber, and Chadic.
And Hausa,
Ham's son,
but also Semitic languages. I'm going to be honest, it's actually starting to anger me a little bit that they're just like, who cares about that? Let's ignore that. That doesn't count. Guys, it definitely counts.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Okay, I want you to think about this. What is the name that they gave for this entire language family?
The Hamitic. Are you talking about the
Semitic?
Hamitic?
No,
Like
like
this?
Afro.
You're talking about the Afro-Asiatic.
Afro-Asiatic.
Yeah.
This one, yeah.
Which part of Asia have they shown us as far as speakers from this language?
We haven't really seen any of
Yeah.
that yet, right?
Yeah, there's a reason.
It's probably because it's all that Mesopotamian stuff.
Listen, there's a duck on the screen, and ducks are able to migrate, so it's fine.
True.
Oh,
That's true.
okay.
Do you see how he's
Cush
chilling
had a
in
son-
the Caspian Sea there?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. He understands.
Right.
He's like, listen, this is the largest inland sea in the world. Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill.
unnamed Re'amah, and his descendants are said to have first settled in the Arabian Peninsula. But later, they were likely displaced by Shem's descendants, the Jokhtanites, crossing the Red Sea back into Africa.
Wow.
Okay.
It was here that the Cushitic languages were formed. Beyond the Cushitic languages, Cush's descendants spread further into the depths of the African continent, creating vast language families. This includes the Nilo-Saharan of Central Africa and the Niger-Congo group.
Wow. Okay. I'm sorry. This
Wow.
is
No.
like, I don't know anything about the languages of Africa, but this is offensively simplistic.
So not only is this offensively simplistic,
Yeah.
that is implying that these other language families are themselves part of the Afro-Asiatic language family, which they are not. In fact, one of the problems with Africa is that people have been living there for so long and speaking various languages, have been interacting for so long, that outside of Afro-Asiatic and a few others, most of these so-called language families aren't even identifiable as actual genetically related language families. They might
interesting.
actually just be long-term Sprachbund,
Yeah.
which is a Sprachbund is a area in which basically
Like
various linguistic traits and as well as vocabulary are traded back and forth as a result of close contact between speakers of different languages. And that
Okay.
so there's this thing called aerial linguistics, right? And you can kind of tell what it means just based on the name, right? If you were looking down at the ground, what would you see? A whole bunch of things that are, next to each other. So aerial features in languages are features that come in an area because of close contact between languages. So they just kind of trade those ideas and terms around. A Sprachbund happens when a lot of aerial features are shared in common across a significant area, such that all those languages start to become more like each other despite not being closely related, or not necessarily closely related. And so there's a really good chance that that's a lot of what's going on in Africa. And the idea that we're just going to sweep that under Afroasiatic, I mean, it has Afro in the name, so I mean, it's probably fine, right? No, it's not. People spend entire careers trying to figure this stuff out, and this isn't how it works. You can't just point to Ham and Kush and be like, well, I guess Kush is just the ancestor of what, all of sub-Saharan Africa?
Right.
Like, no, fuck off.
Right.
And that was why, when I stopped, I'm like, I don't know any of most of what you just said, but I know that this is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Here's the thing: it's not absurd in the sense that there are Niger-Congo languages spoken across that extent, but they're not the only languages spoken there. So if you were to draw like a line around every place that has like Niger-Congo speaking
it would be a very
peoples,
complicated map.
it would look mostly like that, right? There'd be little pockets that you'd have to carve out, but like it would look a lot like that. But one of the other things about Africa is that there are a lot of languages spoken, like where you'll have like a cluster of like say 20 villages, and it will be sort of random which of like 4 or 5 languages any one village speaks predominantly.
Yeah.
And so when you put that on a map, I mean, yeah, it's fair to put Niger-Congo in that sort of an area, but then again, there's a lot of other stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
Groups covering West and South Africa. Even the unique Khoisan language group of Southern Africa is highly
absolutely not.
Do
They're
you know
not
anything about the Khoisan language
I do
group?
know a few things. For one thing, it seems like the only group of languages in Africa that actually has click consonants as an actual just part of those languages, as opposed to having them as being a part of, guess what, a Sprachbund. So there's that. There are also like, there is no similarity in particular between the grammars, other than like the most basic aspects of grammar that is common to most languages in the world. So like
what?
So like virtually all languages have nouns and verbs. Virtually all languages have
type of basic,
have some way to nest clauses within each other. Although there is one language that reportedly doesn't. Although the degree to which it doesn't is debated. But so like recursion. There's what are some other ones? Usually, pretty much all languages have a preferred direction for when the head noun in a phrase comes either at the beginning or the end. And if I remember correctly, Khoisan has a preferred direction, or at least the languages in it tend to. Although I'm not positive on that one, so like I don't know. Fact check me, I guess. But yeah, there's just nothing. Also, it's also possible that Khoisan is actually somewhat related to a series of taboos in Southwest Africa around pronouncing certain words in certain contexts to do with like marriage and family. And it's possible that's one of the reasons why click sounds have spread out around that area, but all that's pretty darn speculative. So like that's not a take it to the bank kind of thing. But yeah, Khoisan languages are no more like Afroasiatic languages than they are like English. The only exception might be that there's probably some loan words from some Afroasiatic languages in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I think
possibly
the
Arabic, to be
video.
honest.
I think the video is classifying all these as Kushite languages.
Yeah,
Well,
they're all
and
right?
Cushitic under the heading of Afroasiatic.
Okay, but I now maybe I'm wrong, but oh shoot, I gotta sneeze. Or maybe
Well, the other thing is the languages in Ethiopia, mostly Semitic languages.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where you're going to find languages like Amharic, formerly
yeah.
Ge'ez, Somali itself. I think you find Tigrinya speakers there. All of those Semitic languages. So, like,
Likely to be
this. You don't have to know much past the first or second thing in like linguistics to know that this is egregiously awful.
Yo, that was my point. Like the first or second thing, one of them is that you're a linguist, and the other is that this is oversimplified.
Hold on, no, that first part isn't true.
All right, well, 50% of the way there.
Descended from
It just
Cush.
plays one on TV.
Although modern linguistics consider these as separate groups, from the perspective of
for
biblical
good reasons. For good reasons.
Yeah, but
because of science.
Oh my God!
No, that's not what he said. He said from the perspective of biblical. Hold on.
All right, I'm going to give an example as to how we reconstruct language families. Right. All right. Kip.
Yes.
What's Greek for father?
Pater.
Okay. What's Latin for father?
Vader.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Vater is German for
That's
father.
German. Yeah.
And in English, it's
I watched a lot
father.
of
Yeah.
And say in Spanish, which maybe people remember, it's padre.
It's padre. I knew that one.
In French, it's père. So we're dropping the sort of D or T or th sound. But you can see how all of these actually sound similar. So what you start doing is saying, okay, so maybe if there's a word like pater in Greek, if you go look at a similar word, another word in Greek, and you see that it has a P and a T and an R, if you go check a word that means the same thing in German, it will have a V and a D. And if you check the word in English, it'll have an F and a TH sound. And if that actually starts holding up across words that themselves are not likely to be etymologically related to each other, right? Like fatherhood, okay, that's related to father, so that one doesn't count. But you check other words that have those sounds, right? And that consistently keeps up. What you can start to do is say, okay, so I think what's happening is all these words are coming from an ancestral language, and you can use various things with historical linguistics to figure out what the most likely sound changes are, and then you can reconstruct hypothetical words in an ancestor language, and then see with other presumably related languages if your sound changes are actually reasonable and carry forward into those other Germanic languages, right? So like you check Icelandic and Faroese and Swedish and Dutch and see, do my sound rules keep up? And then you check like French and Romanian and Romansh and Catalan, and you see, do my rules about language change from like, Proto-Indo-European into Latin and then on, do those still keep going? And if they do, you've tested your hypothesis that those languages are genetically related, and you've come back with a likely related answer. And if they don't, well, then there's no evidence for relatedness. And we can't find those related terms in enough places in these language families to say that there's any connection, right? Like one great one is Kip. I think it's a KTV stem in Hebrew to do with writing and whatnot.
Have to do with what?
With writing.
Oh, katab. Yeah, katab.
Yeah, katab.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would you be surprised to learn that the Arabic word for book is kitab?
No
Kip doesn't
way.
know anything about books.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kip hasn't written any, but he's seen them.
Written several, including this one.
No, okay.
It's right there, guys.
But also, Kip, what's the Hebrew word for king?
Where's my copy?
For which?
King.
Oh, Melech. It's the name of my cat, by the way.
Have you ever heard the name Malik?
I have. My son had a friend named
That's
Malik.
Arabic for king.
Oh, amazing. That's
Yeah.
kind of amazing.
So that's how we do this, right? Is we find words that are actually cognates and we check to see, are there consistent rules?
Right.
So this is not just guessing. We're not throwing darts at a board or looking at some history textbook and saying, well, according to the history, it sounds like the Carthaginians might have been just native North Africans. And then we check, and nope, they speak the wrong language. They have the wrong genetics. So we reject that hypothesis.
Time out. So, Kip's last name is Davis. Davis is kind of like David. Does that mean that Kip is... an ancient.
The king of
Israelite king?
Israel? Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Mhm.
It maybe.
Okay, what did you do to your neighbor's husband or something? Did we have it? No, anyway, I'm gonna move on.
No. Before you move on, Simone does have a question here specifically for the dinosaur.
Okay, but I have to go soon, so let's go.
Oh, we'll do this one. When God spoke into the world into being, did he use case and a fully modal verb system?
So I'm going to go ahead and say that he did not use noun cases in the way that we normally think about them, but he did use a fully modal verb system. But still, use of nouns was largely determined by word order rather than any kind of affix or other, perhaps non-concatenative morphology.
See, I think he spoke it into existence in Hebrew, and this happened before they dropped the second tense. Pretty sure that's when it happened.
Who numbers tenses?
All right.
That's silly.
Technology, the entire population of the African continent appears to have branched out from Cush's lineage.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Also,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't, because
Yeah, but it does though.
If you go to Africa, you can find humans
But it
who are
appears that
more.
way.
Let me finish. If you go to Africa, you can find humans who are more genetically similar to, say, I don't know. We'll do something from Kip's homeland, roughly, like to an average Cree individual, than they are to people farther west in Africa. That could not be the case if everyone spread out from Babel, unless there is no unless they first went from Babel to Africa and then spread out from there. To which I would say, look, guys, you know how creationists love to say, well, it wasn't the Tigris and the Euphrates from Mesopotamia in the Garden of Eden because that got destroyed, right? Just say
that. Yes.
that Babel was in Africa, and the names of those rivers also got moved after Babel. And then it will make all the genetics and linguistics a lot easier. And sure, you'll still have to figure out what to do with the sons of Noah and his grandsons because they don't line up with what we know of genetics and linguistics. But at the very least, you won't have to insist on an out of the Middle East model for human diversification and I don't know, immigration spread. I don't know what word to use there, but it would at least solve the problem. You could pick the very obviously wrong spot. All right, I do actually have to get out of here.
Right.
I was never going to be able to join for super long.
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping by.
All right, no last minute questions from chat for me or anything before I.
I just this one super chat from Tanis Mad. The oldest language is pre-Yiddish. Why the fuck are we arguing about this? The newest language is Ultra French.
Kip, have you experienced Ultra French?
I haven't actually. Where's that from? What is that?
That is from the Nga or Agma Schwa channel. It's spelt with an Agma and then Schwa, which is then pronounced Nga, if you want to pronounce it. And he basically did he likes to do cursed conlangs. And if you don't know, a conlang is a constructed language. So it would include Dothraki and Klingon and Esperanto. Those are some examples. And yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, and I'm going to have to introduce you to it.
Nice.
All right.
Thanks for popping by, dude. Have a good night.
You too.
The migration didn't stop in Africa. Some researchers believe that Cush's descendants migrated southeast along the Indian Ocean coast, forming the Papuan languages and the Australian Aboriginal languages.
I mean, they just kept on going with that line, but
this is the Great Southern Migration.
could be true.
Next is Mizraim.
It also, I mean, I will say, that does make sense as a route, right? Like the way that those areas got populated would have been probably something vaguely like that because people are going to stay close to the coast, right?
Yeah.
So
I suspect, I don't know. No, never mind. Don't mind me.
From him originated ancient Egyptian or the Coptic language, which became
Oh,
a
yes, ancient
No, no, no.
Egyptian with those
No.
very
Or-
crisp lines of where it was spoken.
very clean lines. Yes. You notice he said ancient Egyptian or the Coptic language.
Are those
no.
not the same thing?
No, they're not. I mean, Coptic is like no, it's I believe, well, yeah, they're both Semitic languages, but Coptic's quite a bit more recent than Egyptian.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
the
say.
language, it's the language of Egypt, basically, after like the Roman Empire.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Egyptian like when I think Egyptian, I think like hieroglyphs and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The language that is expressed by hieroglyphs, is that a Semitic language?
Yes, it is. It's
Okay.
I think it's a south, is it a southwest Semitic? I could look it up here.
I once learned what vaguely defined a Semitic language, and now I have no memory of that knowledge.
Come here, baby. Oh, I know.
I'll press play while you're looking that up.
wonder of humanity. But his sons, the Caphtorites and Casluhim, possibly crossed the sea and built the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete.
Oh, you stopped it. Why did you stop it? Oh,
The Bible states that settled in Canaan, it is
hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is it still playing?
No, I paused it because
Oh,
you said
paused it. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't
native Hamitic.
sorry.
I can keep going. Well,
Yes.
okay. We have the Minoan.
No, we have
Okay,
the Kaz,
and-
the
and-
Casluhim. So he's
Are these
basing
the sea
this
people?
right. No. Well, sort of. It's he's basing this on the genealogy. Everybody who does this kind of shit is basing this on the genealogy of Genesis chapter 10. Just gonna pull it up here. So the Caphtorim are thought by the writer of Genesis 10 to be the Philistines, or the progenitors of the Philistines. What does it have here? It has, okay, so Mitzrayim begot Ludim, the Ludim, the Anamim, the Lahavim, and the Naphtahim, the Pathrusim, the Casluhim, and the Caphtorim, whence the Philistines came forth. So, and the Philistines, we know, came from Mycenae and Minoa, basically like this whole Aegean area here.
The sea, you mean?
Well, I mean, it looks like the sea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they arrived. They
So
arrived
they're
from
people
the sea. Yes. Yes.
from the sea. Was it vaguely in the vicinity of anything within 1,000 years of 1200 BCE?
Yes.
The sea peoples. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
You see that, chat? This is why I'm a doctor.
That's it.
When they later settled in Canaan, it is likely they lost their native Hamitic language and adopted the local Semitic language.
Is that what happened? Really? Wow. Interesting.
It was not hermetically sealed because they forgot the R.
Not hermetically sealed. So the truth
Very funny.
of this, I was actually just talking to someone about this the other day. So we know that Philistine, like that, we know very, very little about the actual Philistine language. And most of what we know about the Philistine language, we know from like either the Bible or from Hebrew. But as near as we can tell, it was probably an Indo-European language, which makes sense because they came from that part of the world. But it didn't take very long for it to become very strongly Semiticized.
Look how my
So
cat likes to lay.
Aw, should we look at that? Let's
Super
look at that.
cat.
Super cat.
Super cat.
Yeah.
It's like
I love your cat so much,
taxidermy.
dude. He's quite big,
She's
eh?
so funny. She's huge.
Yeah.
She's comfy.
That's amazing.
Bleh.
How many do you have?
Ham's
3.
3 cats.
Mhm.
Wow. All right.
other son,
Ham.
Put, settled to the west. Historians consider him the ancestor of the Libyans
No.
and the origin
No,
of the
they do
native.
not. Historians
That's not
do
where
not
Libya
consider
is. This
Put-
isn't Libya.
That's not Libya
This is
either.
Morocco,
Yes.
right? This is Morocco.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Libya is nowhere. Libya is over here. There's Algeria and Libya, and I don't remember which order they're in,
Yeah.
but I think Libya is over here. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's
Right?
right next to Egypt there, isn't it?
Right? I thought so. Like you got
think
Libya
that's
over
right.
here. Like I know Tunisia is up here. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it's
Let's look
North
at this, shall
African
we?
Berber.
I do not have particularly honed geography skills, but they're better than this
No,
guy.
you're- no,
Apparently,
you were pretty close, Tap. Honestly, we've got let me just pull this up.
most of the time when I'm that
It is,
confident about something,
right?
most
You've
of the
got-
time, not always.
Egypt, Libya right next to it, Tunisia right there, right? Algeria, Morocco. So yeah, that's
Right?
bad, right? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that.
No, that's actually helpful. Like actually, for a hot second, can we see that again?
Yeah.
Like very briefly. Wow, Algeria is fucking big.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's way bigger than I
It's so big.
imagined.
yeah, because then you got Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, and Sudan are like also very big. But all right,
All right.
language family. Just south of Put, along the Sahara, the Chadic languages emerged. While genetically linked to Kush, geographically, they settled next to their brother Put.
I
There
bet
is-
I bet they are. I don't know
I'm not
anything
gonna
about
lie.
the Chadic language.
most of this area, there is no language because it's the middle of the fucking Sahara and nobody lives there. Kind of like, just saying, kind of like, I don't know, Northern Ontario or British Columbia or the Yukon. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Wow. I mean, Northern Ontario, certainly. I'm told there are people in Northern British Columbia. I don't know. I've never been up there.
Yeah,
But that's what they say, is that there's people and trees, lots of trees
a lot of
and
trees.
bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a fascinating hypothesis. Before the Indo-Europeans arrived, Neolithic farmers had already settled Europe. Historians consider it highly
wait a minute.
probable.
Are they
He's-
not the
so-
Indo-Europeans?
I imagine so, but I'm wondering about how this person is what is the timeline look like for this? Maybe I'll get to that. But because he said Neolithic people
Neolithic, yes. Neolithic
Arrived.
is what he said.
arrived there. So, but like, isn't that before? Like quite a long time before.
Well, Neolithic is
Noah's
is
flood,
like
isn't it?
vaguely. My understanding of the word Neolithic is Stone Age.
Well, yeah.
right?
When is Neo?
Like it's not a particularly sophisticated understanding, but I feel like that's
So we're talking,
partially
yeah. Well, I
because
guess
we
I
don't
mean,
know a lot of
okay.
details.
The Neolithic period lasts from 10,000 BCE all the way up to 2000 BC. That seems, yeah, okay. So
Yeah, that's which
I
is
mean, I
like
guess
when
I
the
so I guess
Bronze Age
yeah,
starts.
yeah. I guess I guess that works. I don't know. It feels like there's an awful lot of things that have to happen in a very short period of time here. If we're calculating everything on the basis of the flood of Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point because that happened 4,400 years ago,
I think so.
and
Oh yeah. So like yeah. So you're basically all this kind of has to happen. Yeah, very very quickly.
yeah.
That these first Europeans were Ham's descendants who migrated via the Mediterranean Sea. The
Okay.
only surviving witness of those ancient tongues is the Basque language, located in the mountains of Spain. Finally, Canaan and the
Maybe we should
How are
pull
you
up.
how are you getting that conclusion? How are you concluding that the Basque language the Basque language is, as I understand it, very distinct from the surrounding languages. Like it is sort of an anomaly. That's my understanding. Like it's famously hard to learn Basque. But how are you concluding that it is descended from this over here?
Right?
Oh, I know. Oh, no. What they did was they stood up. They put their feet like shoulder width apart, a little more. They limbered up. They reached back and pulled it right out of their ass. They pulled it right out.
That sounds about right. It's
Yeah.
true. So I can only
Am I
find
right?
language family trees for the Indo-European because like honestly language
Yeah,
families are so goddamn big.
yeah. I mean,
But yeah.
Indo-European is huge.
Yeah.
Although they were Ham's descendants by lineage, geographically, they lived too close to the Semites of Mesopotamia. Therefore, they
right.
lost their
Yeah.
native Hamitic language and began speaking a borrowed
What is
Oh, so
what is
wait
the
a minute.
Hamitic language?
Those are the descendants of Ham. Those were the ones
Okay,
who
it's not like a real because Semitic language is like a real category in actual
it
like
is. But actually let me look
Hermetic
because I
isn't,
think
or is it?
let me look it
That's what
up.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
because he might be doing the shoulder thing with the limbering and the pull. You know,
It's the term that they used to use for the Afro-Asiatic languages. Like the Semitic languages are Afro-Asiatic too, though, right? Like this is the thing. So they want to say that the original language of the Israel Palestine here of Old Canaan was Hamitic, which is Afro-Asiatic, but then it was it was strongly influenced and eventually overpowered by Semitic languages, which they want to attach to Shem, but Semitic languages are Afro-Asiatic languages. Like they are so.
yeah, but
What?
what if they're not though?
I mean, but they are, dude. They just are
Okay, yeah, but
trapped.
you probably think gravity is real.
I take it for granted. I don't think.
Yeah.
I just respond. Oh,
Yeah. That's actually a really deep statement you just made about the equivalence principle.
is it? I
Semitic
don't know what
language.
that is.
Which is why it makes it even more deep.
Like Aramaic. However, vestiges
I do not have time to explain what the equivalence principle is. I'm sorry.
I'm
of
not
the
asking.
ancient
I am not.
Hamitic language remained in their speech. Thus, the legacy of Ham is vast, from the civilizations of the Nile to the depths of Africa and across.
Well, hold on. Really? You're just filling in all of this?
All
the
of Africa.
Mediterranean-
That's it. It's all just
of
all
that
of
is just
Africa.
Proto-Berber, which is proto to Morocco. Oh, why? Why are you like this? Like this area feels like it would be very rich in details. Because
It
that's where
feels
the
like
Nile
that.
goes, right? Like you
Yes,
can
it
trace
does.
the
It's
Nile
just
back all the way up to like here or something.
no, dude. No,
Nile.
just those. I mean, Egyptian was spoken in Egypt, and that I mean, there's
angle.
Egypt. That's it. It's yes, that is exactly it.
Sea. His descendants separated from Babel and filled the southern lands with a rich diversity of languages and cultures. Japheth, Genesis 9:27. May God enlarge Japheth. As prophesied,
Okay.
his sons spawned the widest range of languages on earth. When the Great Migration began, some groups remained in the Caucasian mountains.
So
Here,
these are the Indo-Europeans, I'm guessing.
What?
Caucasian
Certainly among that group.
languages emerged. Sources suggest this may be a hybrid family rather than descending from a single son of Japheth.
You don't say.
A hybrid?
From
What is a
Japheth's
hybrid family?
It's the way all languages work constantly forever. Okay, like fundamentally that's what it is in his context. What he means is that actually, like, it's not all just from one lineage of a son of Noah. It was a little more complicated than that. You don't say.
You see,
sons
it's interesting.
came the
Oh, let him continue for a bit. I'll get back.
Kurgan culture of the Eurasian steppes. These are the ancestors of the massive Indo-European family. This is the largest language tree in human history. Japheth's eldest son.
How are you measuring that? Like by population or by?
Huh. Or number of languages?
I
don't
feel
know.
like that's not fair to do though, because that's going to be a number that depends a huge amount on how much like one, you've actually attempted to study it. Two, how much actual like historical material exists for you to like look at if one.
Oh no, you froze.
You
God
do
damn
study.
it! There we go. Oh, you froze again. Here I am with the frozen tap and the black cat. Wow. Thanks, Nitty. Thank you for letting us know that that you're still alive there. We got 24 minutes before the poll closes, and we are still a few short. If you want to see the the Hovind rep. Oh, you're back, Tap. It's good to see you.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gomer moved west towards Europe, matching archaeological findings. From his line emerged the Celtic and Germanic language branches.
That's why he moved.
Yeah.
He moved to match the archaeological findings. That's it.
I had not appreciated the stupidity in that statement. So thank you for underlining it.
Yes.
Wow.
Agag, his line first moved northwest, likely forming the Uralic group. This includes Finnish, Hungarian, and the Samoyedic peoples of the Arctic. To the east, Madai fathered the Persians. From him developed the Indo-Iranian branch, spreading the Iranian and Indian languages.
These are also both. You know how my reaction earlier was, that's an oversimplification? Again,
Right,
like
yes.
this right here, there's no way this is not an oversimplification.
Oh, yeah.
Javan is undoubtedly the father of the Hellenic or Greek culture. His son
Undoubtedly.
Kittim.
Okay, hold on.
Undoubtedly.
Pause for a second. So can you just back it up a little bit to Greece there? You remember how, that was just, too far. There we go. Yeah. So you remember how earlier he said that the Kasluhim came out of Africa and went to Crete, and then they went to basically like modern day Gaza, because we know the Philistines came from the Aegean, from Minoa and Mycenaean civilizations. But we also know that like he has to have we know the Philistines came from there, but he's got to somehow figure out how to keep the Philistines as part of the Hamite language group.
Hamitic.
The Hamitic
Yeah.
language group, even though we know for a fact that they came from here. So it's silly.
He's a silly person.
He's a silly person.
Oh, I have it muted.
His son Kittim moved west to Cyprus and Italy, forming the Italic language branch.
So
Also, in the
it's
mountains
funny.
of the
Isn't that
word,
just the Romantic languages? Wasn't that just
It
like
could-
Latin, basically?
yeah, I think so. The word Kittim
forming the
in Hebrew is a word that they use to describe the Romans, essentially, or the people from the Italian
What was-
peninsula.
sorry.
Kittim. He says Kittim, which is, not how it's pronounced. So, but that's a pretty, like, it's a pretty late term, like definitely post-exilic. So that's right. Get it together, chat. Do you want to hear the rap or not? Get going.
Get good.
Get good.
In the mountains of the Caucasus, the Armenian branch formed. Historians link this ancient people to
No.
Gomer's son.
No,
Do
they don't. Like, no. Historians do any of this. Like, not any of it.
Okay, yeah, but how many people that do this would call themselves historians, though?
That's a good question.
Right? See.
yeah,
What you're
okay.
doing is you're gatekeeping the concept based on basic ideas like competence. How
Damn
dare
it.
you?
Damn it. Wow.
Togarma. In the vast plains of Central Asia, Tubal and Gomer's son Togarma settled. Some researchers believe they formed the nomadic Altaic family. This includes Turkic, Mongolic, and Tungasic languages. Structurally, Korean and Japanese may also belong to this flow.
Oh, why are you?
I don't know. I actually have no idea. But it
To the
feels-
north, Meshek settled. He is hypothesized to be the
Well, okay, you don't know, but I think, like, if you had to bet all of your money, would you bet all of your money on like the fact that people need to breathe, or on the fact that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or like maybe both and it doesn't really matter?
I mean, I feel like this is maybe more. Shem was good, So all his descendants were good. Ham was bad. So all his descendants were bad. And Japheth was medium. So all his descendants were medium. This is bloodlines, right? And also racism. So
Yeah, I mean, am I
Yeah,
medium or
agrees.
bad?
oh, we heard from the cat
Yeah,
person
dude, Void Kitty has been looking into my soul this whole time, and it's been
this whole time.
really
It's creeping him
horrifying.
out. It's
Origin of the Slavic language.
Wait, hold on. Okay, that cat has orange. Is your cat a Sith Lord? Because I'm pretty sure your cat has like yellow eyes.
Does he?
No,
They look like that for a
just the
moment.
way.
Oh,
Look at that!
yes.
Did you
Yeah,
see
they
that?
do.
No,
Oh,
it's
yes.
the way the light looks.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
green.
dude,
Totally.
your cat's a Sith Lord. Okay.
I think so.
Darth
Kitty
Kidius, I pledge my allegiance.
Language family. Ancient sources describe the Moskoy tribes migrating into the northern steppes, laying the foundation for this group. Another son, Tyrus, may have settled South India, becoming the ancestor of the Dravidian languages like Tamil, according to some alternative hypotheses.
Some alternative hypotheses.
Yeah.
But we've got some researchers, historians, some researchers, some alternative hypotheses. This is all
Most
very
scholars.
convincing.
But the migration didn't stop. Magog's descendants pushed deeper east to the Yellow River. From him likely came the vast Sino-Tibetan family.
Likely.
Very light. It feels very likely. This is all very biblical too, by the way.
Possible
It's,
equals.
This is the most biblical
probable.
thing I've ever seen.
It's so biblical. I got a couple more super chats here. Do we have favorite languages? Anyone?
I mean, I've been spending a lot of my time coding in the Wolfram language recently. But I'm trying to learn Haskell as well.
Nice. Nini, do you have a favorite language?
No.
Okay. So mine is I'm very fond of English. Because I speak it and try to write in it. And I also really like Hebrew and Aramaic. And Rashida, thank you for the super chat. At least they didn't say Japanese came from Chinese. I mean, at least they didn't say that. They are trying very hard to apply a veneer of sophistication or
They are doing that. I will give them credit for doing it. They're trying hard to do something that isn't absolutely no effort at all. Like I was gonna bring up the point, like, you know, if you ignore the first half of, if you ignore all the Bible stuff, like, this is actually, you know, it's telling you, it's showing you where language families are, and the things that I have known, I've been like, okay, yeah, that is a point. Like Basque is an isolate, like, there.
Yes.
They had basically like the Romance languages, and they had Romania. Like Romanian is one of the Romance languages that people, if you just randomly quiz people and they know the other ones, they often don't remember Romanian anyway.
It's the problem is the gymnastics of trying to map this onto Genesis
Reality.
chapter 10, right? Exactly.
Like, it doesn't, like, the understanding that you have to have of history to be able to determine all of these things about language completely precludes all the young Earth creationism stuff.
That's true.
So many link China to the Sinites of Ham.
Will be developed at the prime times of these languages, like, really proliferating, is going to be a society that's far beyond the level of construction you would assume for a post-Diluvian world.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, no.
linguistics-
Much like koala bears, which are not bears, they huffed it off the ark, and really, they huffed it out of Babel to join their animal friends and start talking in new languages.
As one does.
Yeah. And that's the thing about the Babel story while I was sitting here kitty paralyzed, is that it only works if everyone who was super united in their goals found each other so unintelligible that they quit. That they were literally just like, well, fuck, man, we were working hardcore like 10 minutes ago, but I guess since I can't understand, cousin Shem's buddy, I gotta go. Like, we're out. Sorry, we just quit now. Like, they just had general strike because can't understand. Like, they didn't even try to draw pictures. They didn't have floor plans that they were trying to work from. I mean, did you see the stairs? Like, they just... They're just like, you know what? We can't understand each other anyway. Fuck it. We're out. Like, what?
That's legitimate.
I think you raise a good point. I feel like, it really does feel like a bunch of people who don't speak the same language could probably figure out without much effort how to get some shit done. Yeah.
They'd been doing it presumably maybe with a picture.
Forever, right? Yes.
Also, it doesn't take like
most communication's nonverbal.
Long.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long to learn the 50 most important words, right? Like if you need, and like you get diminishing returns, like you're gonna, if you meet somebody totally fresh and you guys actually put any amount of effort into like understanding each other, you're gonna figure out yes and no. If you actually try to do it, you're gonna be able to figure that out within 10 minutes from when you like decide to try and figure that out. I feel like.
Look, all I'm saying is,
and I feel
that
like
people,
once you can do that, you can do
people are pretty amazing. Tap, me and that suit of weasels could have an amazing night and not say a word.
We could not say a word. We could also put it on my OnlyFans. Physics is hard.
Physics is hard. It's true. Press play.
Red suggest Magog is the more probable ancestor. Magog may have moved south from China, forming the Austroasiatic language family.
May have.
I have
Hybrid
a question though. Like, is he talking about these as like the individual Magog first went and founded the Syro Tibetan language and then decided to go farther south and just make a new language family? Is this the same guy who's just going and
dude really liked to, he was like Tolkien. He just really liked to make languages.
pick them up? Let's
Right?
just, I'll put a language here and I'll one over here.
People do this. People actually, they really do it with programming languages. Like some people have a problem.
Languages also emerged. The Thai language group is thought to be a fusion of the northern Sino-Tibetan and southern Austroasiatic groups.
Are Pentecostals vibe coding then? Like every time they
Yeah, basically, right?
slam together some syntax and hope somebody gets it.
That's what's so great about vibe coding. You don't have to know the fucking syntax.
However, the Austronesian language group is the most debated. Some sources link Javan to this group, matching his description as the father of
Hasn't this guy shown up like 8 times? I feel like I could be wrong. I'm sorry. I haven't been paying
You know,
that much.
it was in Greece for a bit, and then he just found his way.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but
all the way out here.
if you squint at this, it's got a lot of islands, and that's sort of like Greece, right? So, ¿Por qué no los dos?
Maritime peoples.
Yeah.
Others linked this group to the descendants of Ham. Finally, the descendants of
How do we
Meshech and
ever solve the mystery of whether it was Ham or Yavin? Because
Fair.
wait. So Yavin, according to this, is a descendant of Japheth. So,
I
okay,
thought Yavin was like a gas giant in the outer rim of the galaxy.
is that right?
Tubal moved further.
know. But you are the astrophysicist, so
No, it's
You would know.
the Yavin 4 was the moon around the planet in the Yavin system. The second Death Star was being built there, and they blew it up.
is
Reaching
that?
side-
Okay. This is
Yeah,
Star Wars
no, or
shit
was that
I
the first?
forgot.
Was that the first? That's anyway. Yavin is
Siberia, forming the Paleo-Siberian languages. But they didn't stop there. They crossed the Bering
They
Strait
crossed the
into
land bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
there's a
I bet
lot-
this bit is probably all right.
That's what I'm
because-
saying. Is like
like
I
that-
think secretly. I think
Yeah.
secretly this video was made by a guy like in the church who's like, like probably believes all this stuff, but like also mostly is like into languages hardcore and
Oh,
has like a
I
bunch of
think so.
cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I think this video really has like if you watch this with the sound off,
Yeah. You probably
it actually
Yeah.
seems pretty
ignore
okay. Yeah,
some of the arrows,
and you ignore
but-
the
Yeah.
random text in the middle. But
that's true. He's kind of like, it's probably fair to say he's kind of like the creationist doppelganger of Dapper Dinosaur.
Paleologos.
This person, whoever this is, Paleologos.
Well, yeah. Paleologos though, Peter, he's the only bad science person that we've ever had on BSS. We did it for my first birthday stream. And he
he's
is
the
the
only-
youngest creationist who is scientifically honest.
Wow.
It is he
That feels difficult.
he's young. He says I don't know a lot.
So
Magog may have moved south from China, forming the Austro-Asiatic language family.
it's okay,
Hybrid
Becca.
languages also
It's consensual touching, almost touching.
I might have already moved back because we already saw this. There we go.
Well, we're on North
We're
America.
here.
Yes, there we go.
there. They crossed the Bering Strait into the Americas, forming the Na-Dene languages and Eskimo Aleut languages of North
Yeah, I think
America,
these
and
are probably
spreading
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
south.
Oh, but those
to
are
form
like.
the Amaranth.
Hold on, though.
Why
Like,
is there this random square?
It's weird. It's weird that they've got like you see that though, right? Like they are like this is basically Alaska and the Alaska, Yukon, and the Northwest Territories, and they're bound. That's like Oklahoma, isn't it?
That's like New Mexico
Oh, okay,
and
New Mexico.
Arizona.
But here on
Yeah.
like that's like Nunavut, exactly up on the far right in the yellow.
Yes, I will say this has occurred earlier, and he hasn't brought it up, and it's the most interesting part because I don't doubt that this could be true. I don't doubt that because if you go back, if you look here, I'm pretty sure that when he
Yeah, it's got,
introduced
like, the
Austroasiatic, you've also got this guy.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think these are
Okay.
connected because I don't think he mentioned because here it's not colored in, this little chunk right here is not colored in.
Yes. Okay.
And then he colors that in, and you don't see that other chunk, but now
Until
you
you-
do,
oh,
and
maybe he
now
made
it's
a
colored
mis-
in.
Maybe he
I
made a
don't think
mistake.
so. I
Okay.
don't think he made a mistake. I think that that literally is like an isolated offshoot that he found like a resource that he's using to make this video, and that resource comes from good scholarship because
right.
they can't fake everything.
That's what we're saying here, Miranda Rensberger. But I think
yes.
the point that I'm making, though, is that like he's got the very clean boundaries, right? If you go back to
Mhm.
if you go back to North America,
Let me find it.
right? Look, yeah, no, there. If you stop there, like what you've got is like just the very clean boundaries
Right?
of the territory of Nunavut,
Yeah.
which was
like this is not how it.
like.
And this
So
was the joke I was making earlier. What was like?
And-
oh yeah, like Egypt occurs on
Yes,
this 90
exactly.
angle.
So
Which
there's
happens to be longitude and latitude lines that are integer numbers. I'm almost certain.
So there's several things going on here. You know, on the one hand, yes, he's got some actual there's some actual he's been reading about the actual
Mhm.
scientific origins of language. He's reading his Bible, but then he's also half-assing it by just going, "Oh, well, you know, like this is I'm just going to use the modern boundaries of this map to
Well,
to show
it could
where
be.
these things are."
I don't know
'Cause-
where he's getting these lines though. Because
Well, look at press play again, because he's going to fill in some more here. And this is really where I noticed it. Here we go. Pause. Now you've got like somehow Quebec.
that's Montana and that's the Dakotas. You're right.
Yeah,
And that's
you've got Saskatchewan and Manitoba. But
look at how
explain.
conspicuously Oklahoma that is. Look at that panhandle.
But look at Quebec, which is, you know, totally distinct from Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and the United States, by the way. So,
look at how Oklahoma is.
that's how they drew the state lines, isn't it? They just went and drew a line around all the people who were speaking.
There were these pre-existing
Yes.
huge earthenworks that have no evidence for them, just by what I'm saying.
And so, fulfilling the ancient prophecy.
As one does.
What?
Japheth's line.
What ancient prophecy?
Look, the one that unites all of these different people groups, even though this part hasn't been filled in yet. America.
Expanded to cover half the.
Oh, whoa! What the fuck happened to Africa? You had that filled in earlier, didn't you?
No. These are the Japheth languages. He's just illustrating that.
You talking about Indo-European?
Yeah.
Globe.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
It's very dramatic.
Shem, unlike his brothers, he stayed in the Middle East, preserving the Semitic language family.
Semitic.
Which was just,
it was from his lineage that humanity's oldest written languages and first civilization.
Pause for a second. At least he's got an attempt to show that Ethiopic is a Semitic language, but
right. See,
as Dapper pointed out,
just the tip.
So is Egyptian, however, right? So is Akkadian, which is, you know, further to the east as well. Yeah.
were born. Shem's son Elam's descendants moved east into ancient Persia, creating the Elamite language. Meanwhile, Ashur's line settled in northern Mesopotamia. They, along with the Babylonians, spoke the Akkadian language.
There we go.
Although now
That's
The
good.
yeah. All right. I'll
It-
allow it.
See, Maya always yells at me whenever I do it. I respect it.
extinct, this is one of the oldest written languages in human history. From Arpachshad branched the
Wow.
Hebrew and Arabic roots. Here lies a mystery.
Wait. Wow. That was
Hold on.
Wow. So
So we can
Branched the Hebrew and Arabic roots.
wow.
This this when you were
Yeah, this is
Oh,
like
that's what I thought. There we go. That's when you start zooming in. So
Wow. I mean, there's a lot going on.
so
Here.
this is I believe it's pronounced Egypt. To
Do they? I mean, they
yeah.
presumably this person understands why the Arabic language spread across North Africa. I would assume
Because Islam is true.
I mean, it is, but that didn't like this didn't happen at the time of like Shem. I guess I don't know. It's
I mean-
confusing. It's confusing.
Arabic did all right in at least like one particular sphere of the language, which is their numerals. Their numerals have taken
All
over.
over. Everybody
Like,
likes those.
Yeah, they won that. They won that one.
Yeah.
Here lies a mystery. Sumerian, the first language of Mesopotamia, is an isolate, related to no other.
Is it
Okay.
the first, or is it the first that we know about?
It's the first we
Well,
know. I mean, it's the first
yeah,
written language we know of.
I guess
right?
that's an unfair question because, like, obviously, there's only one way to answer.
And
it.
Sumerian uses a cuneiform script, which was then later picked up by like the Babylonians and the Assyrians when they were writing Akkadian. It was also used by the it was also used by the Canaanites. The Amarna letters, which date to the 13th century BCE, are written in cuneiform, but it's like it's a Semitic language, like it's old Canaanite language written in this cuneiform script, similar to also Ugaritic, which comes from the farther northern part in Syria, though. It's very interesting. So, but I'm curious to hear what he does with Sumerian here.
It's not going to be a lot because we're coming up. We've only got
Like a
70
little
more
more than a
seconds.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Some scholars suggest that Arpachshad's family may have preserved the original pre-Babel tongue.
No,
Lud's
no,
descendants
they don't. No scholars say that. They really don't. It's just not true.
moved northwest into Asia Minor, while history
But-
records them speaking in
Did you hear that the same way I did, though? Is he suggesting that Sumerian is actually like the original language of Babel? Is that because that sort of
I
feels like that's
didn't know if he was he suggesting that. Hold on.
Sumerian, the first language of Mesopotamia, is an isolate, related to no other. Some scholars suggest that Arpachshad's family may have preserved the original pre-Babel tongue. Lud
it sort of sounds like he's connecting those things.
I assuming our Pakshad's family was speaking Sumerian, yes.
Right.
which given all of the context clues, I would assume was what he was saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait till I tell Josh.
I love Josh.
That'll make him happy.
Yeah.
Its descendants moved northwest into Asia Minor, while history records them speaking an Anatolian language, a branch of the Indo-European family. Their roots trace back to Shem. Finally, Aram.
Wait,
He
so
settled
their roots trace back to Shem, but they're speaking the language of Japheth.
Yeah,
And
it all works. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, just
got it.
Trace back to Shem. Finally,
it's not like you know how to like read, you know, Hebrew source documents.
Scholar and gentleman Ken Hovind was consulted for this video, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Is we're gonna need to see a live depiction of Ken Hovind's reaction to something.
He settled west in Syria, originating Aramaic. This language is historically vital. It is
the
language Jesus himself spoke.
That's why it's historically vital.
Right? Like if Jesus had never been a Jew.
Jesus spoke Aramaic, therefore vital.
What if Jesus spoke Roman?
Then
not even how you
maybe
describe that language.
I don't know. It's interesting because we don't have a lot of Aramaic around anymore. Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I'll ask the question after we finish the video.
Thus, the story that began at one tower branched into 1,000 paths.
Wow.
From the sands of Africa,
that sounds like a conspiracy,
to the Russian steppes, from the Pacific Islands to the Americas.
You did not fill in this blue space.
Look at that. It's like mostly empty. No, that's it. There's none of
that has wording. You see, you didn't color it like boring, uncolored, like gray or white or whatever the default was.
I live in the tiny little town that you know where I live, don't you, Tap? You could put right there. I live in a tiny little town,
like around here-ish.
Yeah, it's just that's a
I
tiny
don't know
little
exactly
town
where, but
that I live in. There are I think it's like 11 individual nations that have like territory just in my town.
Because the thing about it is, like, okay, the area that I'm circling, which I could be off by a little bit. Maybe you're over here. I don't fucking know. But like, you know, the area that I'm circling here, the size of my mouse. Look at the size of my mouse. When I have to move it so it doesn't disappear.
Okay.
It's bigger than fucking Luxembourg. Okay.
That's true. That's true.
So, you know, and Andorra. Like Andorra ain't got shit.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Right.
The dispersion of Babel filled the earth. To the four corners of the world.
Australia also, too. There's just nothing in Australia. Just empty.
Like, come on, dude. Oh.
The silent, empty continents were awakened by the echo of thousands of languages, and a new history began to be written. No matter how far we travel or how different our words become, we all share one common origin. We speak many tongues, but we are one family.
I'll back that up. I'm okay with that ending message. You know.
Yeah, there's a song, isn't there?
We're all people.
We're a family. I'm too drunk to remember the rest of the words. Okay. All right. So that's the video. Look, Nitty escaped his cat capture.
Did your cat infect you with the mind virus?
Maybe the ASCII demons did.
All right. So we hit our super chat goal, which means that we get to
Oh, that means that I have to do some like weird
what do you have to do?
broom-based anal with a duck.
Oh. No, you're on the other side. You're not on the
That's
right
because you
side.
moved me.
Duck. I did. So here we go. So this is the Kent Hovind rap. There we go. I'll make it full screen. That I promised. And but by the way, Josh, Simone has suggested a rap about how 1Q Isaiah A is word for word with the MT. She would also like, and I think this is a fabulous idea. Sorry, I'm gonna get this right. She would also like a hot tikva rap. But before we continue, I need all of you to start pressuring Josh to tell him that we need that hot tikva rap. I feel like this is something we need. That this
hot tikva
to happen. We need it to happen. So please, let's.
I will do whatever I can
everyone.
do.
That's fantastic. Which is probably about as much as I usually do.
I would love a hot tikva rap.
Yeah, Rob, I
Me
kinda too. Yeah. So some things to think about for the future.
Yeah.
For the future,
But
absolutely.
let's hear some musical stylings of Kent Hovind as we go out.
Yeah, I'll do it for you, atheist, okay? Well, my name's Kent Hovind. Call me Dr. T-Rex. I don't get evolution. It's too darn complex. Guess I should take some time to read a book or two, but there ain't no making money learning something new. I was a high school teacher. Science is my game. If you step to me, I'll put you all to shame. Not a doggone thing my PowerPoint can't solve. I've got a million slides that never have evolved. Those atheists are living in a hazy fog. They know a dog never could produce a non-dog. Water otters hating on my rhymes. Creationist OG, the first of my kind.
That's it.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
So good. Isn't it so good?
So good. So good. That was awesome.
It's so good.
It was
hot
so
tikva, everyone.
Amazing.
I'll see you tomorrow. So then I ended the stream, but I didn't actually. Did I? I think. Oh, I did actually end the stream. We thought it hadn't ended. So nice. There you go. You're muted, Tap.
This stream hasn't ended.
Not yet, but it's about to. So
okay, yeah, but look at the duck.
Actually,
what? Oh, he is. You all right, Nitty?
Hold on. We could upload that to Suno. The lyrics.
I don't know what that is.
Josh singing them and generate an actual song.
Yeah, okay. And if we do it, hold on. If we do it, because the three of us are on screen talking about it together, then we own the copyright.
Yes.
And
right?
I'm not saying we cut Dr. Josh out, but I'm also not saying we don't make billions of dollars off of this intellectual property.
We probably made enough super chat money to pay for at least generating one iteration on Suno.
I probably do.
Okay, fine. We can also include Dr. Josh.
Maya seems to think Josh has already done this. So.
Oh, he has. Oh.
Well, okay, fine, but then
we could do. I mean, it could be done more than once, couldn't it?
Well, not.
Or I've heard it and I've forgotten.
I don't know. So, all right.
Oh wait, yeah, she plays it.
Oh, that's true. She does.
That I think of it, yeah.
Yes.
No, it's absolutely the song you play on stream, but we're talking about like if you put it on and like make it into like a soundbite thing that you can sell on Spotify or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, she says it's on this thing called TikTok.
Oh no, I've never heard of it. Everyone off of there.
We need to talk
I'm
to
not playing
Universal
around.
Studios. No, Universal.
Everyone
Records?
off of there.
Off of TikTok.
I don't even think I have a TikTok. I do.
I have almost 900 followers.
I mean,
on
I guess for
TikTok.
some of us, the damage is already done, but
I have
like,
0 followers probably on TikTok. Although apparently the video that I did going through the startup procedure for the lasers in my lab.
Oh, I want to see that.
Oh yeah, well it's like a 10-minute video. Apparently it got like 250,000 views on TikTok or
No
something.
way, that's awesome.
On my buddy Hunter's like
Holy cow.
channel. So people were like, I didn't know that I was gonna learn about how to like fucking turn on
The lasers. Wow.
the lasers, but
Well,
here we go.
we need that link tap. You're
okay,
holding
I'll
out
try
on
and
us.
find it.
So I think that's it for us tonight. You guys have anything coming up? Anything?
Yeah, I have Bad
Oh.
Science Sunday tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Jillian's on tomorrow.
It's gonna be excellent.
It sure is. And I noticed because I saw the thumbnail today. It's up already, which is pretty great. It looks like Billy Carson is also going to be featured on Bad Science Sunday, which is always fun.
true to form.
That's always, yeah. Nina, you got anything going on? I know you're just trying to stay alive and happy.
Yeah, it's
a rough time.
a little bit. I've had some other stuff going on like offline, which is kind of like taking some wind out of the sails to live stream, basically. And then with other things going on now, I feel like there's just too much in my head to try and get onto screen. And so, yeah, it's rough. And I feel like with where I am, I might want to be taking, paying some more attention to my direct neighborhood. With
It's
an
important
increased
right now.
presence of individuals. So I don't know. Just reach out. If anyone has questions about what I'm doing, just reach out to me.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I've got my my usual stuff. Thursday night is Hebrew at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Friday afternoon, I'm doing a live stream with Vish at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. And this week, at I believe 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, I'm going to be on with Better Than Ember. She wants to talk about ancient law codes. So that should be fun. Guys.
I've posted a link to the TikTok video. It currently has 370,000.
But also
that's incredible. Where did you post it? In
the chat, because you gave me a wrench.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had to because you're a co-host. So
I mean, you didn't for months.
That's
so and I never asked. So
but you have been a similar. I got one more here from Becca Boo. A question for you, Weasels. Have you tried live fish?
No, I have not tried live fish.
But why not?
Because by the time I'm able to actually get them into a position where I can put them in contact with taste buds, they're generally dead by that point. I'm not dexterous enough to do the whole like thing.
Well then, I guess on that note, Ha Tikva.